On February 28, 2026, a major military escalation erupted in the Middle East as joint American and Israeli forces launched a large-scale attack on the Islamic Republic of Iran. The coordinated operation, described by Israeli authorities as Operation Lion's Roar, and by US officials as Operation Epic Fury, involved missile and air strikes against key military, government and strategic targets deep inside Iranian territory. Early on Saturday morning, multiple explosions were reported in Tehran and several other Iranian cities. Iranian state media and international correspondents documented blasts in urban areas and significant damage to military installations. Iranian authorities later confirmed that the supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was killed during the initial strikes, along with several senior commanders and key officials. Though Israel Defense Forces (IDF) stated that the strikes targeted hundreds of strategic sites, including missile launch platforms, air defense systems and command centers, conducted in close cooperation with the US military. Israeli leaders asserted the offensive was necessary to neutralize what they described as imminent threats posed by Iran's missile and nuclear infrastructure. In response to the offensive, Iran launched a series of retaliatory missile and drone strikes against US bases and allied positions throughout the Gulf region, including Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates. These counter-strikes have caused civilian casualties in some locations, including non-combatant deaths and injuries in the UAE. Iranian officials, including representatives at the United Nations, have condemned the joint US-Israeli operation as a crime against humanity and a violation of international law. In a speech to the UN Security Council, Iran's ambassador described the offensive as a breach of national sovereignty and pledged that Tehran would continue to defend itself until the attack ceased. The death of Khamenei marks one of the most significant developments in this conflict. Iran's state media confirmed the news, reporting that the strike hit his secure compound. Alongside the supreme leader, members of his family and top military commanders were also reportedly killed, contributing to the dramatic shift in Iran's political and military leadership structure. The human toll of the conflict continues to mount. Iranian sources indicate that hundreds of Iranians have been killed or injured, including significant civilian casualties. And reports emerged that attacks on facilities such as schools have resulted in deaths among children and teachers. In Israel, authorities declared a special state of emergency, shutting schools, cancelling public gatherings and heightening military preparedness amid fears of further retaliation. Thousands of military reservists have been mobilized, and normal life has been severely disrupted as sirens and alerts echoed across the country. Global reactions to the conflict have varied. Western leaders have expressed differing views, with some governments warning of the dangers of a wider regional conflict and calling for restraint. Others have highlighted concerns over Iran's long-standing nuclear ambitions and support for militant groups in the region. Economically, the escalation has major implications for global markets, particularly in energy and shipping. The Strait of Hormuz, a critical passage for nearly one-fifth of the world's crude oil supply, has seen heightened military activity and shipping disruptions as vessels reroute or delay transit amid safety concerns. The situation remains highly volatile with no clear end in sight. Both sides have warned that further operations and counter-operations may occur, raising fears of a protracted conflict that could draw in neighboring states and affect geopolitical stability across the broader Middle East. As this developing crisis continues to unfold, more updates are expected regarding diplomatic efforts, humanitarian responses, and international reactions.